aid that left for Turkey and Syria, we would like to welcome Lieutenant Colonel Ali Mohammed Hassan from the Kuwait Fire Force to provide us with more information about the process. A very good evening to you, Lieutenant Colonel.
Good evening to you.
Lieutenant Colonel, the Kuwait Fire Force team has started the search and rescue operations in the quake-affected areas earlier today. How can you describe the current situation on the ground?
Definitely, as you mentioned, in the past few days, as we know, Turkey was struck with a magnitude of Richter of 7.8 in an earthquake. Due to that earthquake, direct orders have been given from the Kuwait government, from His Highness the Emir of Kuwait, to send troops to Turkey for the relief and conduct the rescue and confined spaces mission. The Kuwait Fire Force sent 40 firefighters. Currently, they're on the ground helping other international cooperation and rescue teams on the ground. Being on that situation is very crucial. We understand that there is a high risk. Highly trained firefighters, as I mentioned, are on the ground with their heavy machinery, 10 firefighter vehicles with heavy equipment and tailored to deal with earthquake and confined spaces. This type of procedures will take a long period of hours, and a lot of us, as with the communication between the chain of command and the Kuwait Fire Force and the firefighters on the ground, we noticed that there are some type of difficulties between the roads, but they're very safe and well maintained. We wish them all the best. So far, the mission is open. We don't know when are they coming back. It's Category 4. It's a very serious situation. Therefore, we're bridging the gap, and we could ease the people over there and ensure that we could rescue people as much as possible.
God bless you. What areas, Lieutenant Colonel Ali, what areas have been affected the most by the devastating earthquakes, and what are some of the difficulties the rescue teams are facing in the area?
As I mentioned, we are talking about the southern areas in Turkey. The Kuwait Fire Force team of 40 firefighters, they're highly trained. Currently, they've been assigned one area that is very critical in condition. A lot of confined spaces, buildings are being collapsed. They are conducting their search and rescue mission with other international teams. Of course, we have the civil defense in Turkey and the Red Cross and the UN. There's a chain of command on the ground over there. We are assigned 120 kilometers in one of the areas away from the central area where the chain of command is. As you know, when we're talking about a long chain of areas that have been affected, one of the complications that we're dealing with and difficulties is the transportation going from point A to point B and the aid as well. It's in a minor conditioning, but it's have to be very safely and securing going from point A to B, because as we all know, debris parts are not even stable. Big areas are being affected. Therefore, transportation has to be very intact.
Colonel Ali, we wish the team the best of luck and a safe return home. Thank you very much for joining us on Kuwait Television.